Hey y'all, let me get you out of the sun. It's me, Ron, here again on the snap string. Today I am down in Jacksonville, well I'm just outside of Jacksonville, Florida. I guess I'm still in their jurisdiction, but I'm not in the city living. Well actually I got here yesterday evening, not night, evening. And I was getting here, it was still daylight, I don't know, maybe 4 o'clock, and they was already fully, all the parking spaces were put. So I parked just outside of one of the spots. I was like the first one come in to not get a spot. Actually, I came in, there wasn't no spot. I went back out on the interstate, or not the interstate, but out on the frontage road out here. I think it's 301. And went over to the TA. They had plenty of parking, but it was the paid parking. All the rest of the parking took up, which, sorry about that, which wasn't much. But yeah, they might have had maybe 10 spots designated for free parking. And the same with the pilot. They didn't hardly have no free parking either. And all that's took up. And there's a bunch of empty spots for paid spots. Just sitting there. I don't know. Anyway, enough on that one. Anyway, I was the first one. Then there must have been about, before the night was over, probably 5 people parked on the outside of me. And if it would have been just me, they would have had, the regular parking spots would have had plenty of room to get out. I went out and stepped it off. If you got 11 steps, that's just enough to not feet, not heel to toe steps, but full steps like a yard. 11 of those is enough to make your turn getting out of there, out of a spot. And mine was over 20. And matter of fact, the next guy that parked on the outside of me still had probably 13 steps, so he was good too. But the ones after that, yeah. But actually there was the third one, I seen a guy backing into that actually. I mean, I wouldn't have done it. Some people don't mind the extra effort. Yeah, I'm down here in Jacksonville, and I got plenty of time. I don't have my delivery until probably, I'll leave out of here before 8 or 6, 1800. I don't have to be there till 1900 though. So yeah, I don't know why they gave me so much time. I guess they was figuring out being able to get enough people down here or something. I don't know. And then in that case, well, no, that would make sense why they wouldn't have me drop it at one of our drop yards here too. But because I could have made it down here the first day actually that I went out, but I've been on this an extra 24 hours, which if I would have just went straight down and back delivered and went back out, I would have I'd have done been out of here. But I mean, no biggie. No biggie. As long as I'm running the rest of the week, I'll be good to go. Shoot, last week I got over 3,500 miles in. That's gonna be a good payday. I didn't even run hard. Just steady at it, you know. See, that's the thing when out here, if you're gonna be over the road and you want to make any money, you can't be going home every week. You got to stay out. And then when you stay out, you can't run like a dog, because what you're going to do is you're going to run your hours out if you do that. And here, hold on a second. Had to switch sides. Anyway, yeah, what you do if you do that, you end up running like a dog, run your hours out, and then you end up gotta sitting till you get either your recap saves you, or you do a restart. And to do a restart, you know, any driver knows you got to sit for 34 hours. If you're going to sit for 34 hours, you might as well go home, right? And then when you do that, it takes you out of the freight lane. See, when you stay out, that's another thing. You are in a lane where there's freight running. They put you on a load that takes you to where there are loads, and they continually do that. But once you go home, or even if you take a long break, it could stop it. But when you go home, if your local factories and warehouses don't have the stuff pumping out at the particular time you're going back out, guess what? You're not in a freight lane. They got to get you to something. And the ones that are going to get the stuff first that is in them other areas are the ones nearest to it. Unless they don't have the time. In that case, they'll deadhead you out there to it. But as it is here, you know, when you stay out, you're already in the lane. So you're just, you know, you're pumping out the miles. Now, when you're doing that, you gotta, my thing is, I can make miles and not run out of hours if I keep my total usage, that's miles and working. Because when you get fuel and when you go to a customer or whatever, or you do your pre-trip, that takes off your time too. So with actual running and working time, you keep it around 9 hours and 15 minutes to 9 hours and 30 minutes. You keep it in that area, and you can run an 8-day period, because that's how your clock's set up. When you're running 7 days, hold on a second. Sorry about that. When you're running over the road all week, you're on an 8-day period. And that 8th day is your recap. the 8th day away from you. So in other words, whatever you run this day, it can't be, sorry about that, son. The day that you're running can't be more than the day on the 8 days ago. Here, I'm in the shade now. So if the day that you're running is less than the day 8 days ago, then you'll gain hours. Which that's why you want to try to keep, working into it kind of is a little hectic, because some days will be less than other days. And I'm not talking a little bit. I mean, it could be, you might have run 11 days one day and 10 another and 4 hours another day. But once you're in the rhythm and you keep it right around that 9:15 to 9:30, you're making good miles. You're running the hours. You're not running at hours. It's always staying. Every day you wake up, you're going to have 9.5 hours to go, and you just move on with it and keep doing it. Keep for 7 days. Get paid and keep on doing it. I mean, you could probably push it and do 10 hours. But what if one of them hours you run more? Or one of them days you run more? I mean, you gotta think about this stuff, because I mean, that's gonna happen. I mean, there's some days that you just got to do it because customer wants it there, or customer don't want it there. But yeah, I got my blueberry crumble cappuccino mixed with the regular coffee. Yeah, delish. And I don't have to leave out till later tonight, so I'm good to go. Thinking about doing a short here today too. Yeah, but that was a good a log situation video, and a parking. And it's just me out here just taking it easy. Just get a little bit of my surroundings here. Down here in Jacksonville, Florida. I don't really see no palm tree, but there's a lot of pines, and I don't know what these trees here are. Over here's a truck stop. I'm parked right there. I wasn't parked there earlier. That's how I had to end up parked. That truck coming out. It's gonna be a hot one today. That old sun's bright there. Catch you later, driver. Be safe out there. But anyway, yeah. Well, that's all I could think of for now, so that's all we got here today on the snap string. I might be doing me a short later. But always remember to make things around you brighter, because this world's going to take care of itself as long as you do good around you. Love y'all. You have a good one now.